Vincent, there are still kind people in this world. And once we save enough money to get you that new medication, you'll finally get better.
I'm sorry. It might be time to let him go. His chances of recovery are slim.
Doctor, if there is still a chance, I'm not going to give up on him.
I've seen everything you've done for him over the years, and it's truly touching. If you don't want to give up, there is a new medication that just might help him, but it's quite expensive.
No matter how much it costs, I'll find a way to raise the money. I will.
It's $100,000 per injection.
Please, doctor, I just need a little bit of more time. Just a little bit more time. And I promise I'll come up with the money.
How would you raise this amount of money? The nurse told me you're planning to sell a kidney?
I would do anything for Vincent to wake up. So we're not giving up on this treatment.
Here's $20,000. The doctors took up a collection and put this together for you and Vincent. Take that, Farrah.
Thank you. I don't even know what to say. I'm truly, truly grateful. But I promise I'll find a way to make up the money, and I'll repay you in the future, I promise.
No need for that. You've shown us that a true compassion still exists in this world. We're honored to see it, and we're happy to help you.
Vincent, did you hear that? So many people care about us. I will never give up on you. So please, don't give up on yourself, okay?
Mrs. Wilson.
Here. The Wilson Group is the largest conglomerate in the U.S., but the CEO position remains vacant. Are the rumors true? Are you looking for your son to take over the position?
Yes, my son Vincent has been missing for 3 years, and I have been looking for him. The entire Wilson Group is awaiting his arrival. Thank you.
Good morning, Mrs. Wilson.
You have been tasked for 3 years in finding my son Vincent. Where is he?
The last place Vincent was seen 3 years ago was Dream Shadow Town. Since then, there's been no further lead.
Find him! I don't care if you have to turn that whole entire town upside down.
Yes, ma'am.
Whoever finds my son will be gifted with a generous donation from the Wilson Group and be protected from my husband's gang. But if I find out that anybody has been disloyal, then don't blame me. I will be ruthless and unrepentant.
We'll do our best to find him.
Could you get me a burger, please?
Of course, right away.
I know you. You have cared for your boyfriend for 3 years without ever leaving his side. And the neighbor knows that.
Vincent is my boyfriend. How could I possibly stand by and do nothing while he's sick? I have to try my best.
You are such a nice girl. There aren't many people like you anymore. I hope he recovers soon.
Thank you. 1 second.
Your change! Keep it.
Thank you. Vincent, There are still kind people in this world. And once we save enough money to get you that new medication, you'll finally get better.
Sis, I knew you'd be here.
Ben, what are you doing?
You work 3 jobs and suffer this much for Vincent? When will this end?
If you came here to persuade me to give up on him, you can just leave.
You had an offer from MIT, a very bright future ahead of you. What did you do? You threw it all away to sell hot dogs for some comatose person. Is this really worth it?
I don't need to be lectured by you. I've already heard the same thing from Dad 3 years ago. I don't need this.
How could you still bring up Dad? In the last 3 years, you haven't even called home. You're not the daughter that Mom and Dad raised anymore.
I know I've let Mom and Dad down, and I haven't made them proud. I know that. And I know, Dad, I can understand Dad would want to cut ties with me. But I can't give up on Vincent. He's an orphan, and I'm the only one in this world that truly loves him. You have Mom and Dad, but Vincent, he only has me. He only has me, okay?
He claims to be an orphan, and what? You're just gonna believe him? You've suffered so much for this unknown person. Even if you give up now, everyone will understand.
Stop it! I'm not giving up on him. I have to find him a cure. Go away!
Take this.
What is this? What is this?
It's a card that has $500,000. I saved out $100,000 for my job, and the rest, it came from Dad selling the house.
What? Dad sold the house? Why would he do that? I thought he hated me. I thought he wanted to cut ties with me.
He was just saying that out of anger. I mean, you didn't really believe that, did you? Ever since you left the house, most of the money that I've sent you has actually been from Mom and Dad. They just couldn't bear to face you, so they've been helping you through me.
Where do they live now?
They rented a cheap place in the suburbs, I think. I can send you the address if you want.
But what about you? You gave me all your savings. I can't accept this.
Jessica, don't worry about me. You're my only sister. One day, Vincent, he'll be my brother-in-law. We're family. That's all that matters. You haven't seen Mom and Dad in ages. Today is his 60th birthday. I can't go. I'll be at a business trip in Miami, but it would mean a lot to him if you went. I mean, you could take Vincent.
Okay, I'll go. Thank you. I'll go right now.
Stop fiddling with your toolbox and eat.
I need to check my toolbox because I gotta go to work soon.
It's your 60th birthday today, Edwin. You should stay home.
I can make $200 a day out there. I need to save some of that for Jessica.
Yeah, but your leg was still hurting last night.
I'm fine. We sold the house. We have no assets. Jessica money's not gonna last long. I gotta help her out.
Dad? Mom?
So you finally decided to come back home?
Happy birthday, Dad. Come on.
I brought you your favorite pie. I made it myself. I'm sorry it's not a cake, though.
What are you doing? It's homemade by Jessica. Could you please pretend that it's a cake?
I'm not angry that it's not a birthday cake. 3 years. She suffered all that time and never kept in touch. We were worried sick over you.
I know.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. It's all my fault.
Vincent, there are still kind people in this world. And once we save enough money to get you that new medication,
to be apart.
we'll finally get
Just
better.
afraid that you are back. Family should always be together.
What a dump! It reeks of poverty.
Fancy Ray, what brings you here?
Well, it's Uncle Edwin's birthday. What's the matter? Are we not welcome?
It's not we're unwelcoming, it's
just after so many years of no contact, why today?
let's not get into that. Since you're here, please have a seat.
What is this?
Is this how you treat us?
Uncle, it's your 60th birthday and you're serving this? How embarrassing. You can't even afford a cake.
Don't talk to my dad that way. You guys are really too much.
Too much? Did I say something wrong? Oh, look, the useless invalid is here as well. You've sold your home to come to this dump for him? What were you thinking?
This is a private matter. It has nothing to do with you.
Exactly. Vincent is not useless. Please show some respect.
Jessica, how can you be so inconsiderate? You're so beautiful. You could find somebody else to marry. Instead, you're dragging your family deeper into poverty.
Yeah, with a useless man like that, you can expect a lifetime of poverty.
Exactly. I mean, you were poor before, but now supporting an invalid? You should just toss him aside.
Never. Vincent is not something to be tossed aside. He's my fiancé and a part of this family.
Stubborn as ever. You deserve to be poor. Thank you, and your whole family has lost its mind.
As I said before, this is a private family concern. It's none of your business. Why don't you guys just leave? Obviously, you didn't come here to celebrate my birthday. You know, this is probably below your dignity to be here. Please, go.
Well, I didn't want to interfere, but we've come here today to offer you an amazing opportunity.
Well, what do you mean?
Mr. Davis, could you join us, please? This is Adam Davis, the son of the general manager of the Wilson Group, LA branch. You know the Wilson Group, don't you? The largest conglomerate in the U.S.
So this is Jessica, the one you mentioned. She's beautiful, definitely my type.
What are you trying to get at?
This is a good man that we're introducing you to. What do you think? Aren't we being nice? You know, if Mr. Davis is willing to marry you, you and your family will have a much better life.
Jessica, don't be ungrateful. Vincent is an orphan. What wealth or power does he have? Compared to Mr. Davis, he's nothing. Don't be ignorant.
Vincent is my fiancé. I only love him, and I will only marry him in his lifetime. I had no intention of being anyone else.
You foolish girl, holding on to this like it's a treasure? You are truly hopeless.
It's a blessing to catch my eye. Stick with me, baby. You won't ever have to worry about money again. It's much better than being burdened by a coma patient.
Exactly. With his status, Mr. Davis could have any woman he wants. But with your pretty face, it's exactly his type. What are you waiting for? Agree already.
We may be poor, but at least we have our dignity. I absolutely will not abandon Vincent.
Why are you playing with me? You're trying to negotiate with me. Okay. I will give you $2 million so your parents can buy a nice big house. How about that?
Mr. Davis is so generous. Jessica, you should be grateful. This is an astounding offer.
I'll say it again.
I have a fiance. It doesn't matter how much money someone else has. I won't even look at them.
You fool! You're rejecting Mr. Davis for this? What good is he?
Don't touch him!
How dare you push my mother? I'll kill you.
Vincent, there are still kind people in this world.
If you dare touch her,
money to get you that new
you'll regret it
medication.
for the rest of your life.
You'll finally get better.